Hello everyone and welcome to our lesson on the 12 English tenses. Today we're going to explore how each tense helps us express time and meaning in our sentences, and I'll guide you through their structures and uses with clear examples. Let's start by discussing some key terms that will be useful throughout our lesson. A verb is a word that shows an action or a state. For example, words like eat, run, write, and sleep all tell us what someone is doing or experiencing. The subject is the person or thing performing that action. In the sentence, she runs fast, she is our subject. The base verb is simply the verb in its simplest form without any endings added. Think go, take, play, or write. When we talk about actions in the past, we use the past tense form of the verb, like went, played, or wrote, as in the sentence, he took a book. Then we have the verb with an ing ending, often called the present participle, used in continuous tenses. For instance, in she is writing a letter, the word writing shows an ongoing action. Finally, we have the past participle, which is used with auxiliary verbs like has, have, or had to form perfect tenses. Examples include gone, taken, played, and written, as seen in I have written an email. Now let's talk about the tenses themselves, starting with the simple tenses. The present simple tense is used for habits, routines, and general truths. When you say, she reads it every day, you're describing a habitual action or a fact that remains constant. The structure here is straightforward. You use the subject followed by the base verb, and if the subject is she or it, you add an S to the verb. Moving to the past simple tense, we use it to describe actions that have already been completed. For example, they watched a movie yesterday. Tells us that the action of watching is finished. The sentence follows a simple structure, subject plus the past tense form of the verb. Similarly, the future simple tense allows us to express actions that will take place later. When you say, I will travel to Paris next year, you're making a prediction or expressing a plan. The structure here is the subject followed by will and then the base verb. Next, we have the continuous tenses, which emphasize actions in progress. The present continuous tense describes what is happening at the moment or actions that are temporary. For example, he is eating lunch right now clearly indicates an action in progress. Its structure uses the subject followed by the appropriate form of to be, am, is, are, and then the verb ending in ing. The past continuous tense, on the other hand, paints a picture of an ongoing action in the past, often setting the stage for another event, as in, she was studying when I called. Here, the focus is on an activity that was happening at a particular moment in the past. Looking ahead to the future continuous tense tells us about actions that will be happening at a specific time in the future, such as they will be working at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Let's now turn our attention to the perfect tenses. The present perfect tense connects past actions to the present, highlighting experiences or recent events. When you say, I have finished my homework, you're indicating that the completion of the homework has relevance to now. The structure is simple. Subject plus has or have followed by the past participle of the verb. The past perfect tense is used when discussing two events in the past where one action occurred before another. For example, she had left before I arrived, shows that her departure happened before my arrival. Similarly, the future perfect tense allows us to talk about actions that will be completed before a specified time in the future, such as, by 2025 he will have graduated, linking the future action to a deadline. Finally, we come to the perfect continuous tenses, which combine the ideas of continuity and completion. The present perfect continuous tense describes actions that began in the past and continue up to the present moment, often emphasizing duration. For instance, they have been playing for 2 hours tells us that the activity started in the past and is still ongoing. The structure here uses has been or have been followed by the verb ending in ing. The past perfect continuous tense is similar, but it relates to an action that was ongoing before another past event, as in, she had been waiting for an hour when the bus came. Lastly, the future perfect continuous tense describes actions that will have been in progress up to a certain future time. An example is, by December, I will have been working here for 5 years, which emphasizes the duration of the activity leading up to that point. In summary, Understanding these tenses not only helps you form correct sentences, but also enables you to express nuances,